What's up, Arslings? Welcome back to the channel. The Last Kingdom, Season 4, Episode 8. That's what it says over there. We are getting closer to the end of another season, and I feel like things are going in a good direction. You don't think things are going in a good direction?
I'm worried.
Uhtred's been named Lord of Mercia.
Don't I always, like, if something feels weird, doesn't shit always hit the fan?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the position that it's Uhtred, and Uhtred's smart, and I don't think he would do anything where he felt like he would fall into a trap.
He's always having to be put in this position by these fucking rulers that just want to use him and abuse him and throw him away. Like, zero respect for Uhtred.
I'm hoping, and this is where my optimism is coming from. Edward's had a rough go lately. Obviously, he's having some issues with his advisors. He booted one dude. He sent him home, which
his father-in-law.
I feel like that's going to have a big ripple effect at some point.
Wait till you get home. I'm sure he's fucked up tons of shit.
I feel like through all of these mistakes and realizing things, I think Edward might be seeing a little bit clearly now, because the plan isn't for Uhtred to be Lord of Mercia forever. The plan is to find and wait till someone is suitable to take that spot, and we're going to let Athelflaed decide who's going to be betrothed to her daughter, which I think is the right way of doing it. As long as that's the deal, as long as that's actually what the plan is, I feel like in the short term it's a good play.
I'm worried, though. I feel like Edward is going to make Aelflin marry Uhtred or some bullshit, and Uhtred would never. He would never. I feel like Edward is gonna suggest something fucking crazy, and Uhtred's gonna be like, "I'm not doing that," and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, treason."
Yeah.
You're dead.
I mean, I don't trust really any of these folks who ever look for Uhtred's help, with the exception of Athelflaed, because she's awesome. But it's just one of those situations where, I don't know. It feels good, and like, I feel like I'm like getting all like romantic about this whole destiny thing, and like, Uhtred's gonna do this job for a little bit, and then he's gonna have the proper support to go take on Bebbanburg, to go take that back. And so it's like, his destiny is still Bebbanburg, but he just has to continue to do these kind of side quests to get there. Dude, even though it's kind of not in his like line of sight right now.
You're not getting any younger, my dude.
I mean, he's not aging in this show, that's for damn sure. But we know he's getting older. Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where I'm trying to be optimistic about it, because I think Edward has finally kind of seen what has been going on. He's understanding the size of the moment, and after watching Uhtred break up that little scuffle for the food, and whatever his mom whispered into his ear about, like, they're going to turn on you because of him, whatever that bullshit was, I feel like he actually saw that he has control and the respect of the people. Obviously, the Witten and the Eldermen are the ones who are going to be the problem, because they're not going to accept Uhtred. There's going to be an issue there. Yeah. But I feel like, and again, maybe I'm just being a little optimistic, I really hope that this ends up being a good thing. A short thing, not a long-term thing, but also hopefully, Ethelflaed's reaction was a little odd, because she had like a look of like...
She looked terrified.
Yeah, it was...
She felt like I felt.
Yeah.
This is bad. This can't be good.
Because it immediately probably just goes to like, why? Why are you putting Uhtred in that position? Like, what are you going to do with him in that role? But maybe it allows them to be closer together and actually like have their relationship that they want.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about also. What if like this is a ploy to like get back at Athelflaed for causing all of Edward's problems, and be like, look, you actually cheated on Ethelred and Uhtred killed him or some shit. I don't know.
Like, everything that you're saying about Edward is absolutely possible. I'm just hopeful that within like the last episode, he had a moment of just like clarity where he is seeing the bigger picture of things. He could go right back to being a turd and me not believing and having any faith in his ability. Right now, I feel like it was actually a good call. And
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I don't want to be right. I hope this goes smoothly. This doesn't feel like it will.
It's definitely a situation that has definitely a lot of question marks and red flags. But again, I don't think Uhtred would take the role if he felt like it was it's a trap. I don't think it's a trap. Well, we'll find out and we'll see. But I mean, he's going to take over as Lord as Mercia, and he's going to have another Viking army coming after him now because this dude, Canute's cousin, what was his name? Sigtrygr or something?
Sigtrygr.
Like, this dude showed up and he was like all cocky and all just super confident about what's going on. Saved Brita, which great, but also not great because she wants to kill Uhtred for what happened.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming
the other threat
at some point. So they've taken over the Welsh area, and you know, the Welsh king decided to go on a pilgrimage and take a little vacation away from everything, and
Oopsie.
And his brother, who really didn't seem at all fit to rule, got invaded and lost everything, it feels like.
Word.
And where this goes, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Uhtred's mentioned it before. The Viking threat never really goes away.
No, they're not leaving.
This dude feels angry. He feels intense. And it's just one of those situations where he even felt mad with Brita.
Yeah.
But like, why weren't you guys there to save us? What happened?
Bitch, you act like I was in charge, motherfucker. Yeah. I was not.
Canute was the one in charge, and we had our own battle to fight. We didn't even know you were still alive, is kind of what she said to him. So that's going to be interesting to see what kind of threat they have, what kind of numbers they have in terms of like an actual army. And is this going to be Uhtred's first thing that he's going to have to deal with?
Right.
Is this new Dane army that wants to take out Uhtred because he's the Dane Slayer, and he's got Brita always wanting to get revenge and kill him.
So also,
it never goes away.
What if those Vikings come and Edward's like, oh, sorry, I don't have anybody for you.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
That could be a tough situation.
And then he wipes out everybody in Mercia and then just takes it over.
I mean, I don't think that happens.
I'm just saying. The theories go, I'm into this.
Again, I'm terrible with history retention from what I've learned way back in the day.
Oh, I have no idea.
But again, I mean, England's a thing in our world today, so I think they're okay. I don't think the Vikings win this fight, but they're definitely going to bring a fight. They're going to bring a battle. They're going to bring a conflict for sure. And it's just a matter of how much they lose and how big of an issue it becomes. Because, again, we've still got Edward's firstborn son who he basically just shoot away. Like, you can't be here.
That was like, awful.
It was a very sad moment because this kid literally doesn't know what is going on. And he refers to himself as nobody. He's like, I'm no one.
He's
like,
Arya.
Yeah, and it's a really sad situation because this kid doesn't have anything. And Edward is in a position where he feels like he can't actually acknowledge this child as his. And again, we know he's important. I don't recall what that lower third said when the graphic popped up. And again, I'm not looking at it. I'm going to just let the story play out and see where it goes. But I know Athelstan's going to be important. I know he's a player in this. And I wonder if Edward shooing his father-in-law away creates a issue with their marriage, and Edward could actually go back to his original wife.
That'd be awesome.
And actually view Athelstan as his son. And
I don't think that's going to happen because the father-in-law is not going to give up on royalty.
I mean, you kill him. If there's an issue, you kill him. You send him out to the middle of the square, treason, you were a horrible advisor, you die, kind of thing. That's where I think that would go.
Can we kill the new wife too? She sucks.
I mean, she's turned into a pretty, I don't, like the way she's talking to people. Yeah, I don't like her attitude. She seemed nice and sweet when we first met her. And then
I thought she was such a sweet
baby. Last few episodes, she's like talking shit and
she's
like,
a biatch.
Yeah, she's not being so cool anymore. So I don't know what's going to happen with that family and their relationship and that marriage, but there's a lot going on, and we've got 3 episodes left to wrap up season 4, which is pretty wild. Mm-hmm. Ready to check it out?
Yes.
Let's go.
So quiet.
A little too quiet.
Honestly.
Go.
She's still carrying a baby.
Too bad it's Canute's baby.
Word.
Thought we were gonna get another dude dying while peeing.
Oh my god!
She just pierced his mouth with that freaking knife.
Didn't you want a cheek piercing? Shit, she's real pissed.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude.
That can't be good for the baby.
Well, I mean, you were told when you were pregnant you could keep up your normal activities.
That's true. You can keep exercising. If you ran before you were pregnant, you can continue to run through your pregnancy.
Yeah, so if you were a killer with an axe and a sword, you could still be a killer with an axe and a sword while pregnant. Those were two very violent deaths that
was
she was just responsible for. Holy shit. Feels like
leave it to me to bring this shit up.
Feels like Britta's got a lot to get off her chest right now. A lot of emotion, a lot of aggression and anger to release. Oh, shit.
Back to the fort.
Dang.
I'm happy she's okay.
Yeah, that wasn't even an option for her to not make it. What's going on through your head? What are you thinking?
Out surveying your kingdom, Lord Uhtred?
I do not wish to argue.
Then do not go through with this. You're not the right person to rule Mercia.
Oh.
You are wild and impetuous, ruled by your heart and instinct, and these are all things I love about you. It needs someone considered and diplomatic who can rebuild the kingdom and forge alliances that are equal.
I can be diplomatic when it is required.
Mercia needs a ruler who is not a tyrant. That is how it will appear if you are Edward's choice to be Lord and Protector of Mercia.
Dang.
That kind of hurts. It's like, what? Am I too stupid?
This is the best we can do for Mercia right now.
Let Ethelfled do it.
If you are asking me to choose between a lord who is best for me or one who is best for Mercia, I will choose one who is best for Mercia.
I did this for you.
I know.
So that you and Elfrin would be safe.
But it does not change my conviction that Mercia needs a ruler who is independent of Wessex.
I get what she's saying.
I know you will do what is right.
She's being selfless.
I know. It just kind of... Uhtred's feelings are getting hurt in the meantime.
I wanted to discuss your baptism.
I have been baptized by Father Beoka twice.
That was many years ago, and the life you've lived since has not been very Christian, so...
Is my word not enough?
If there are doubts, why not give the aldermen the proof they require?
Fine.
Resolve all of this.
I will get baptized. Again. For the third time.
I like that he just throw it in there. Third time. I love when Uhtred gets frustrated and annoyed. He's quite funny.
Where are all the women?
Welsh women fight back. We had to kill them. We have more than enough to leave here.
Leave and go where?
To Wessex or Mercia. Edward and Uhtred slaughtered our kin. They must pay for that.
And they will.
When?
When the time is right. You have a warrior spirit. But if I ask my men to fight, it must be for a reason I believe in. But vengeance for Tattenhall is not enough.
Dude's kind of smart.
He is. He's like, that was your battle, not mine.
I will go to find our allies to the north. They will fight the Saxons.
Well, that is what you must do.
And a good leader is able to see when his folks are ready or not ready for a fight.
I am curious. Why did you reveal Erdwulf as Ethelred's murderer?
Maybe my brother, but I knew what he did was wrong. I choose to be loyal to you and Lord Uhtred because I believe in what you and he are doing.
Do you trust her?
Edith? Yeah. I like her a lot. I thought it was just a shirt. It's the baptism gown.
Yeah.
I think Uhtred's son is laughing at him.
I thought you would be happy to see me baptized.
I would if I believed you were sincere in accepting God into your heart.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
God is infinitely wise, is he not? We'll know if I'm sincere.
Lord Uhtred, come forward and receive God's grace.
The water's gonna start boiling, and he's gonna be like,
lightning's gonna strike down. You will not get baptized a third time.
As I am leaving, does anybody want my dog? All you have to do is feed him and water him and beat him. Nobody wants you, dog.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Dude, Brita is ruthless this episode.
These pregnancy
Holy
hormones
shit.
are not making her happy at all. Shit.
She has hardcore revenge on the brain.
I know you have your doubts about Lord Uhtred, but I'm confident it is the right decision.
I just cannot forget that he held a knife to your father's throat.
A long time ago. He's
Drive
never
for
gonna
Uhtred
kill
all the
him.
blindness of his heart. Mercifully hear our prayers and protect Uhtred.
I think it just gets butt naked and be like, yeah. Oh, he does get naked. Oh, I thought it was a joke. I thought this was a joke.
The guys up there got a full show.
I thought he would do that just to piss everybody off.
Receive your servant Uhtred into the ranks of your devout saints and most bright angels.
Don't drown him like Bioka almost did.
Uhtred, you are now a child of God.
Let me introduce to you the new Lord of Mercia's most trusted advisors.
Fitting.
Is he combing his hair now?
I don't
Is it
know.
like...
Now fill our cups with ale and we'll tell you what great plans we have for Mercia.
This guy.
I know.
Not hers. She will have milk.
Uh-oh.
She's part of the crew now.
Uh-oh, I'm worried.
I wish to share with you my plans on how the alliance between Wessex and Mercia is to proceed. It is important you know exactly what needs to be done.
Uh-oh.
Is that where it begins?
I think so.
Uhtred has been baptized and will be the Lord of Mercia.
I recall a time you wished Uhtred dead.
I did, but your father saw something in Uhtred that I was blind to.
Hmm?
He's being forced on Mercia by my brother, and that cannot be accepted. Edward is acting as if Mercia is his kingdom, and it is not. Is it so much to wish that Mercia have a ruler that has not been selected by Wessex?
These decisions are not made by us. This is our lot.
I don't think Athelflaed's gonna ever be content with that mindset.
Mm-mm.
It is, and has ever been, the right of the Witan to decide Mercia's ruler.
Are they gonna throw a curveball right now?
Wessex has no desire to influence this Witan.
What?
Uhtred has not only served Wessex, he has also fought valiantly at Tettenhall to defend Mercia. He only holds the throne until a younger ealdorman comes of age, and Lady Ofrin is old enough to marry. Does the Witan object?
They're all aware of the plan. Okay. I think that's what's important. They know this isn't long term.
Lord Uhtred?
Can't his first duty as Lord be like, I'm gonna name her?
You may take your throne.
But the Witan gets to decide, I suppose.
Yeah.
I would like to address the Witan. I have fought side by side with the men of Mercia. That you accept me as your lord, it is an honor I will never forget. And that's what makes what I have to say even more difficult.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There is someone better suited to rule Mercia than I. Someone who cares for Mercia more than themselves.
Ethelfled.
Who can be an equal ruler alongside our Lord King Edward.
Oh my god, he's pissed.
It's my first act as Lord of Mercia. I feel I have no choice but to relinquish the throne in favor of Lady Ethelfled.
Yeah, buddy!
Who's always put the welfare of Mercia first. She is the ruler Mercia requires.
That is enough! Silence!
Oh shit.
If I may speak, I am devoted to Mercia. I would never be swayed to act against its interests.
If you allow Lady Ethelfled to take the throne, you are exposing Mercia to great risk.
Like what?
Perhaps I have a solution. I will swear an oath that as long as I am Lady of Mercia, I will remain chaste. This is not something that I do lightly. It is a sacrifice I am willing to make for Mercia.
No, this is not acceptable.
I don't think you get to decide, bud.
I propose the Lady Ethelfled as ruler of Mercia.
Who supports Lord Uhtred?
Me too. Me
Let's
too.
go.
He's so mad.
He's gonna go cry in the back now.
I will remain chaste.
Is the Witten agreed? Agreed!
Uhtred's like, fuck. Like, obviously behind closed doors, right? We'll still...
Good for her. She's the best.
I mean, we've seen how...
Sorry.
Osford's having some troubles. We've seen how well that she's commanded the army and made decisions, and, you know, Athelred sucked, and she was great.
King Edward's guards have taken control of Aylesbury.
Shit.
This is what happens when King Edward feels he's been insulted.
This is Mercia. He has no right.
Let us not forget that Mercia and Wessex are allies. I would like to speak with my brother.
I will relay your message.
This is bad.
This is really bad.
It's like Edward's little plan backfired, and now he's like...
I wish Athelflaed was like, well, what if I marry Uhtred?
That's what I was expecting, yeah. But...
Without an army, how do we respond?
We do nothing.
And what if he will not talk to you?
Then I will wait.
Edward's men are everywhere. You're not safe here.
My first act as queen cannot be to flee Aylesbury.
Is that not preferable to being killed?
I hope it will not come to that.
Stay with Ethelflaed, guard her quarters. No one is to enter without her permission. You two, with me.
Well, Lord.
To ensure Ethelflaed will not have to rely on Edward's goodwill for her survival.
Shit. It's like one of those situations where he didn't get his way, so he's going to take his ball and go home. Mm-hmm. Instead, he's using force because he realizes that Mercia doesn't have any soldiers right now because they're weakened from the battle. Yep. And he's just being a little asshole.
Hi, Mobile.
You're the ass licker.
I heard there were Danes in Wheelas and I was coming to talk to you.
I don't talk to Saxons. I kill them.
No, you will change your mind when you hear what I have to say. I have something very valuable that will help.
Okay. That's enough of that.
No one cares.
Is it true my father relinquished the throne to Lady Ethelfled?
It is.
Was that his intention all along? The only reason he was baptized? Perhaps I should be angry with him for mocking God, but I am not.
Because he's a good person. Everybody's been telling me.
Father is a man of strong convictions, as are you. He is driven by his passions.
And I'm grateful to him.
Oh, good.
What is also very clear to me now is that I must follow my calling. To serve God and only God. So I must go.
Uh-oh.
Do you think it is wise to bring the child here?
Join us.
What is that you have? Is it a man?
It's a king.
Is he a good king?
Yes, like you.
Now that you have taken Aylesbury, what will you do with it?
Hold it until Mercia is in the charge of someone I trust.
Why don't you trust your sister?
You can trust Ethelfled.
So you side with my sister?
I take the side of our family, and perhaps Uhtred has done us a service.
By breaking his word and going against my wishes?
Our family now sits on the thrones of both Wessex and Mercia. And your father's dream of a united England is even closer. Ethelfled is your blood, and she will be loyal to you if you allow her. She is not a threat.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Like, I don't know why it's so hard for him to see that. That is so clear.
Somebody's already there.
Danes.
I
can smell their stench from here. We are men of Wellas. We attack!
Slaughter them! Slaughter them all!
Why do I feel like they're like dead bodies?
What if they are? What if they're running into a trap right now? Oh no.
Okay. I mean, they're definitely running into a trap. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Those are some really good shots.
Yeah, those 4 horses.
Oh shit, they're fucked. This dude's smart. Sig trigger.
I'm sure there's more of an accent on that. Can't get it, but
These dudes walked right into the trap without any even question or hesitation. It's like, these dudes are all out here waiting for us. Maybe we should...
oh shit. Surrounded. I mean, he's got good ideas. Wow.
Holy sh... Dude, he's got a lot of folks.
Dude, Street Fighter, finish him.
It's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry. Street Fighter, God, what was I thinking?
Flawless victory.
There we go. He makes it look really easy.
This is pretty flawless.
Like, literally, they didn't even break a sweat. Except from the fire.
Good one.
It's warm.
He, like, knew exactly the way they were going to respond to seeing them.
Yeah.
And they just charged right into the friggin' trap. It's a trap!
I don't remember you laughing at Tetton Hall. You weren't just defeated there, you were humiliated. Edward and his army celebrated a great victory, and they're still celebrating. Eating and drinking, and telling tales of how the Danes were vanquished. I know how to defeat Edward. But if you kill me, then it goes to the grave with me. All I'm asking is that you listen to what I have to say.
See, this is exactly why you don't let someone like this just walk away.
Word.
It's like, because you know the wrong person's going to find him. He's going to provide important information about something that's going on.
Your Fjord are here for you, Lady of Mercia. I have enough men to fight your brother. And what order would you like to give your army?
To remain calm. I will not sacrifice a single Mercian life unless it is absolutely necessary. Open the gates for Lord Uhtred. There is no need for them to be closed any longer. Open them, and you have my word that the Fjord will not enter the town without invitation. There need be no conflict between us.
Trust your sister, you little twerp. He's like a whiny child. As soon as things don't go his way, it's like...
I just love the look that Ethelflaed gave Uhtred. Like, not even like barely a head tilt, and he gets it.
I mean, how could she not love him? He just showed up with the friggin' army.
Yeah.
Like, ready to fight for her. Oh, pouty face, Edward.
Not going how I wanted.
Father Bayoka gave his life to save mine. The only way I can honor his sacrifice is by serving God well. That is what I'm doing.
Take me with you.
You wish to go to an abbey?
No, to Wessex, where I can do as I wish.
Come on.
I want to live, that's all.
As much as I would like it, I cannot take you with me. But your time will come. I'm certain of it. Take care, sister. You will always be in my thoughts.
Uh-oh. She's itching to live her life. Just like a teenager.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect the daughter of Uhtred to...
want to sit down.
Yeah. I mean, even look at his son. Like, both of his kids want to go do... They want to be active. They want to go follow their, destiny.
I can see you have the support of the people of Mercia. Enjoy this moment. It might not always be so. As ruler, you will have impossible decisions to make. I know I've made mistakes in some of my choices.
As long as I am Lady of Mercia, you have my support.
I was blind not to see that you were the right person to rule Mercia, and for that, I'm sorry. I also wish to discuss East Anglia. It was conquered by Ethelred, but since his death it has grown lawless. I propose we send an army there.
Together, I believe we can achieve our father's dream of a united land.
That's nice. I'm still worried about him. He's such a fucker.
He still just looks like... He goes through these, like... like decision so quickly.
He's gone, Uhtred.
Gone.
Back to his church in Wessex. I suggested he speak to you before leaving, but he refused. It is simply that God has called him away. I know you do not share his beliefs, but trust me, he's a young man you can be proud of.
Will he come back?
I hope so.
Oh, he loves her.
I will prepare to return to Cookham.
You will not stay.
No.
Aww.
Staying here and seeing you every day, not being able to be with you.
The price we are paying is great, but it is an oath I had to make. I will miss you.
I will always answer Mercia's call with you on the throne.
I know.
I wanted them to be together.
Sacrifice is a difficult thing sometimes. Especially when you gotta sacrifice something that you love very much.
I would like to take charge of the boy and take him to Bedwyn and raise him there, as I raised you, to follow your footsteps and those of Alfred's.
Make the arrangements. I will ask Uhtred to accompany you.
Is that something that Uhtred's gonna want to do?
Yeah, right.
We must attack the Saxons now.
I have made my decision, Brida.
And you will change your mind when you see what I've brought you.
Shit.
Who is this turd?
He is the turd who will help us take Winchester without a single drop of Danish blood being shed.
Oh, they're all upset.
Was Finn crying?
You think we lost out on wealth and power? We have something greater than that.
Please do not say our friendship.
We need more ale.
More ale it is then.
He's like, I don't want to be just friends. I want stuff.
Another jug of your strongest ale.
I will pay for your ale. And when you leave to Aylesbury, you might allow me to travel with you.
We'll make it two.
Shit.
Winchester is weak and nobody realizes except us. You told me you would not ask your men to risk death, unless for food or land, but to protect their families. Winchester provides all things, and more, and there is no risk.
We leave for Winchester today.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That feels like a big uh-oh. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of impact this decision now has, because it's not where we're going to send their troops, Ethelfled and Edward, but it's Edward's home. That's where he was raised. Is that right? Winchester is where they...
Yeah.
Okay. So is this going to be one of those...
spiritual home, I think she said.
Is that going to be one of those situations where they are sending their army to one place and then they have to, like, change gears? And I don't know how this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But this whole situation that's now playing out with Ethelfled as queen and Edward as king and Uhtred just... I guess he's going to be accompanying Aelswith and Athelstan. So, I mean, I don't know if he's going to fully agree to that. Watching his dudes all upset was...
Finnan! Oh,
he was broken.
Oh my god.
He was so excited to get paid and have power.
Be an important person, you know?
He was devastated by the news. He was just sitting there with his hands in his face like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Or, I mean, he's been sleeveless for a while now, showing off the guns, so. But, yeah, this Viking threat feels scary. And having friggin' Asslicker alive to help assist...
No. Say it correctly.
Arslicker, sorry.
You.
Like, the moment this dude got sent away alive, it was so obvious he's going to play an impact on something. It's like, you don't let folks like that live.
No.
They are too dangerous to be kept alive because they have information.
I hate that guy.
You know, the information falls in the wrong hands, you're going to be in trouble. And in this scenario, it's fallen into Dane's hands and Brida's hands. And what's this dude's name?
Sigtryggr.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool name, gotta be honest. But, like, it feels dangerous now. And this feels like another really big threat, especially after watching them deal with the Welsh. Like, they eliminated them easy.
So easy.
They just set up a simple trap, just stood out there. He knew that they were just going to charge them. Like, set off the fire, created like a little moat. Perfect shot, set off fire, killed them in minutes.
Yep.
He didn't lose anybody in that moment.
Just a big circle, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's very impressive so far what he has shown us, because it's only been two episodes, and I mean, his attitude and the way he carries himself, and now showing his smarts with his strategy in battle, he feels like a really dangerous foe to have. And the fact that Brita, I mean, she's on like a whole nother level this episode.
Yeah, she's
being pregnant, being angry, having all of those emotions just kind of like probably flying around her. The way she killed some of those folks at that village, that was brutal.
Yes.
And the fact that like she also feels very confident right now.
Yes. Well, she's got, like an army behind her, so she can do whatever she wants. I have a theory that I think... So Brita and them are going to go invade. Ethelfled's army is going to East Anglia. The Eldermen are going to get pissed because they're somehow going to get attacked. And they're going to be like, this is all your fault. And we listened to Edward. And now we're in trouble. And so you're out. No?
I mean,
I don't know. Do you think it's like a possibility?
I know they have the control to choose. I don't know if they could just say like, you're out. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think they have that much power.
Well,
but, I mean, obviously there's going to be drama, there's going to be conflict, and there's going to be chaos. Because that's what this whole season has brought us, is just a lot of turmoil, a lot of moving parts with leadership and who's ruling what and who's deciding on what. But I don't know. It's where this is going. Edward is such a difficult person to read, because one moment he's making a decision, the next moment he's realizing he fucked up and is apologizing, but all the time he's got this look on his face where I don't know what to believe coming out of his mouth. The whole conversation with his sister,
it felt like a backhanded comment. Or a compliment.
He just had this look on his face. It's like, yeah, cool. We've got two really powerful kingdoms, and we're getting closer to Dad's big dream of England. We're going to be in alliance. But he had this look on his face like, fuck you, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to take over, and I'm going to be I don't know. He's a very difficult dude to read.
He didn't realize how good of a deal he had until Mom was like, hello?
Yeah.
That's your sister. Now we have two people running two big kingdoms that are all in our family.
Yeah.
Duh.
He's a roller coaster, because
a roller coaster of emotion.
He just keeps making decisions and they end up backfiring, and then I do appreciate the fact that he does admit fault and apologizes to people when he needs to. He apologized.
But is he really apologizing?
That's the thing. It's hard to tell.
Half-assed, like, bullshit apology.
Yeah, like his apology to Uhtred, and then naming him the Lord, and then the whole situation with his sister. And Uba has joined us.
Uba has joined the chat.
Hey, buddy. So I don't know how to read Edward, because he continuously makes decisions. They continuously take us in a certain direction, and then his mom is always kind of there to be like, dumbass, look at the big picture. This is what's happening. And then he's like, oh yeah, my bad. I'm going to apologize.
Does he have any thoughts of his own? I'm not sure.
I mean, the decisions that he makes that have been bad have been partially his, but he was being influenced by a dude who's gone now.
But I feel like he can't maintain a good thought.
It's difficult. So
Uba, son of Uba.
What's up, Uba?
Uba, son of Ragnar.
He hasn't joined us for a reaction in a while.
His butt's finally growing back from his surgery.
Yeah, he's doing really good. So he's going to join us for the last part of this. So I don't know what to... Oh, is he going to leave? He's leaving. I don't know how to... It's when I start talking loudly.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read Edward or even predict what his thought process is going to be, because it feels like it's literally all over the map. And he's had such difficult time with this because of his poor advisors.
Yeah.
He has not gotten good advice, and he's been making difficult decisions, and he's got a lot to deal with. Alfred dealt with a lot of peace. Obviously, he dealt with a lot of Dane issues, but you knew exactly who your enemy was when you're dealing with that. Mm-hmm. In this situation with Edward, it feels like, and he feels like, he's got enemies everywhere, including the Danes, including his own Saxon people he feels threatened by.
Yes.
So I don't know how to read him. I don't know how to even like think about what's going through his head, because he'll say something, but his facial expression will not match.
Correct.
And it's hard. He throws me off so much, but I basically predicted what Uhtred was going to do, and I think the conversation with Ethelfled is what did it. Because, again, she's thinking very selflessly. She's thinking for the greater good of Mercia and not what she wants. Obviously, like, she wants to be with Uhtred, but she made the decision to not take any husband, that it would be no conflict of interest there at all.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of hoping, honestly, I was still hoping that she'd be like,
I'll marry
what if
Uhtred.
I just marry Uhtred?
Yeah, and something happens to me, then he'll take over. But it didn't go that direction. It's one of those things where it felt like an obvious play for Uhtred to just be like, yeah, she needs to be the ruler, not me, her, up there. And so that's ended up what he ended up doing. And I know it disappointed his boys. The crew was very upset. But she deserves it. She's earned that spot.
100%.
Through battle and leading.
Like literally going into battle.
Athelred was a shit king of Mercia. He did a horrible job. And it was her who was in control. The army followed her and listened to her. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I know in this time it's difficult to put a woman in that chair, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be good. I think people will listen to her. I think they'll respect her. And I think it's going to be a good play. Again, what's Edward's play going to be? What is this new Dane threat going to do? Like, there's a lot of stuff playing out, and it all feels really intense. And we've got like 2 episodes to go for this season. And
it's going to... It
feels like it's building towards another battle.
Thank you. I'm like, words escape me, but you know it's going to get more intense because it's episode 9 and 10.
They do a great job with these episodes and wrapping up these seasons. And yeah, I'm wondering if there's going to be another really emotional moment where Uhtred actually fulfills Brida's wish and takes her out in battle or something. But I don't know. Their time together is not over. They're going to have another moment for sure.
Oh my god.
We'll see where it goes.
Can we not kill Uhtred, please?
Yeah, I mean...
Unfortunately, I don't want to see Brida die, but also... she's a threat to our Uhtred. I don't want her baby to die. Yeah. I want her to be able to have that baby and raise that baby.
Brida's a character that is very... like, we're very torn on her.
Absolutely.
Because we've been with her since the beginning, but there's been so many moments where... like, the relationship with her and Uhtred are just so infuriating. And we always understood why she thinks and feels the way that she does. Every time Uhtred makes a decision to go back to Alfred or to go do this or go do that, whatever it is, we always understand because you mentioned it last episode. She's a Dane all the way, all in, through and through. That is her focus. That is who she is. And she just feels betrayed by Uhtred, regardless of what their relationship is, regardless of their past. All of the stuff they've been through, it doesn't matter. She's a Dane, and she views him as a traitor.
But, I mean,
it's tough.
Uhtred never wanted to follow. He wanted to lead his own...
Right.
He wanted to be, Lord of Bebbanburg. And she didn't want that. She wanted to be a Dane. Mm-hmm. She wants to follow. He wants to lead.
And he just turned into a situation where he bent the knee a bunch of times, and... I thought it was a really good story when he told her that he did it once to save Ragnar and that he never told Ragnar that. And again, their relationship has just been
complicated.
Insane. It's just all over the place. And again, that last kind of thing that Uhtred didn't do for her really, I think, put it over the edge. And
he probably should have killed her.
Yeah. Considering what happened to her and how she was like captive and tortured, it was just horrible.
Pregnant especially.
Yeah. So she's definitely coming for Uhtred. They're definitely going to have another face-to-face at some point. And I don't know, we'll see how it plays out. But this new Dane threat feels dangerous. And, things are still in turmoil because we've got a brand new leader. And, Edward, he is who he is. And things are always a little kind of unsteady when he's making decisions. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
Nope.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll catch y'all later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.